It's a big day here in our backyard life because it's the first day we're breaking out the harvesting basket. Let's go see how much food we can pull from the yard. There's one thing specifically I know I need to get out of the garden today. Hey chickies, I'll come spend time with you in a little bit. The first and major thing I need to get out today are my garlic scapes. When your garlic scapes form a P, that's peak time to pick them. That way your garlic can focus on bulbing up from here on out. If you want to see how I'm going to make homemade pesto, make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to take these inside and whip some up. Now I'm estimating I still have to wait about another 3 or 4 weeks before my garlic is actually ready to harvest. So I'm looking at probably the beginning of July. Something cool about garlic is once you plant it once, if you save part of your harvest, you never have to buy garlic seeds again. Because you can just replant your harvest over and over again. Each individual clove turns into a whole nother garlic plant. So although I'm only growing 23 back here this year, if I just save half of my garlic harvest, I could plant like over 100 plants next year. And the garlic I have in this bed has seriously been like so low maintenance, so easy to grow. And it makes everything taste better. So if you didn't know, garlic scapes are what turn into the flower. So by taking this off, I'm forcing the plant to refocus its energy into creating bigger bulbs rather than focusing its energy on flowering and going to seed. And I can't tell you how badly I want to take a bite of this because I saw someone online do it and she said it was spicy and I'm very tempted. All right, I'll try it. Definitely garlicky. It's not spicy. Oh. Huh? It's good. Maybe a little bit tangy, but it's good. All right, we have our garlic scapes. Let's head over to our broccoli. Now, this part's very exciting for me because last year I didn't get any broccoli. Now, last year I only planted 1 plant, but cabbage moths came and ate it not once, but twice. It ate my entire plant twice because it started regrowing itself. But this year, I have 5 out of 6 broccoli producing, and I fully believe it's because I put these laundry mesh bags on top of my broccoli plants so that the cabbage moths couldn't lay any eggs on the leaves. So I'm going to look at all of my broccoli plants, but I'm for sure going to cut down this one because it's already a little bit past its due date. You can tell because the florets are starting to separate and turn a little bit purple. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but I can see it here. So this is absolutely a bittersweet moment for me. I'm so excited that this is happening and so blessed that I was able to grow broccoli. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. So it's definitely small, but this means something to me. All right, I'm gonna check these other plants and see if I should harvest. And you know what? This could probably wait another day or 2, but I think I'm just gonna pull it now. Because honestly, I don't want it to get too far gone like my other one, and anything I get from my broccoli is just a huge plus. It's not so easy to film when you're alone. Another perfect, in my opinion, head of broccoli. Now I'm not going to cut off my other broccoli because they're still really small. And I'm not even going to take out the 2 broccoli plants that I just cut off the heads to because these side shoots can still grow some broccoli. Like this one right here. I'm about to cut that little baby off. The next thing we're taking is just my spinach and my lettuce out. Now I just threw in some seeds on a whim because this bed was bare and I had the seeds. I didn't want them to go to waste. Originally I was going to give all of the spinach straight to my chickens. Now I'm gonna save all the good leaves and save them for like soups and stews just as a little added bonus. some homegrown goodness in the from the garden in there. But all the bit up leaves I'm gonna throw to the chickens. Like, obviously these didn't get very big, so it's really not like a main thing that I was even worried about, but I'll take it. I need this bed cleared anyway so I can finish planting out my cucumbers in here. I actually took a majority of the lettuce and the spinach that I'm gonna keep for ourselves, but I am gonna pool and toss the scraps to the chickens. It's not much, but it's a little treat. Hello, chickies. This is their little snack bowl. While I'm back here, I do have to fill up their feed. Oh, fuck. Whew. Homesteading is not always glamorous. I just had a wet chicken butt rub up against my leg. And while I'm back here at the coop, I might as well get the eggs for the day. Now we have 15 hens back here in our backyard, and we've been getting about a dozen a day, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. Average a dozen a day though. And we just have an abundance of fresh eggs every day. I really do think that there's just something so special about coming into your backyard and grabbing fresh eggs and fresh produce that it's really just so humbling sometimes. While my chicks disappointed me today for this video, I only grabbed 8 from the coop, but that's all right. We got a couple dozen on the counter, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest just a tad bit of my oregano and rosemary and thyme just to kind of encourage it to bush out and grow a little bit more. Now, you never want to take more than 1/3 of the plant, and my neighbor has been cutting his grass for like an hour. I'm sure you've heard in the back of my video. So if he does come back over here, I'm just gonna put some music over top so you don't have to hear a lawnmower. It's so good. I got oregano specifically to throw in some of my pasta sauces I make with my tomatoes. I really don't want to grab too much yet. That smells so good. Now my thyme has already went to flower, but I guess you could harvest it at any point and it's fine. It's just a more woody flavor if you harvest it after it starts flowering. So I'm gonna get a little bit of each. I'm gonna get some stalks with the flower and some without. This smells so good too. And I almost have one little strawberry ready. Although not very calorie dense, this basket right here is just so special to me. This is the start of a great season, and I cannot wait to see what the summer holds for us. All right, here's our ingredients for the homemade pesto. It is dim in here, so I apologize ahead of time for that. We obviously have our garlic scapes, we have homegrown basil, we have some Parmesan, walnuts, lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil, and salt. I'm just gonna start by chopping all of the tops of the garlic scapes off. We're only gonna want the stalk of the garlic scape. Cut your scapes into 1-inch pieces. Let's see how many cups of scapes I ended up getting. It's supposed to be about a cup. It's looking like about that. Yeah, just under a cup of scapes. So we're gonna add our scapes and our chopped walnuts into my Ninja blender and chop them up. So we have a cup of scapes and we're gonna add about a third cup of these walnuts, and we're gonna process that first on my Ninja blender. You can also do almonds, cashews, pine nuts. I just chose walnuts because it was the cheapest thing I saw. That seemed easy enough. Now we have to add in all the other ingredients besides the olive oil and pulse it again. We're doing a third cup of Parmesan cheese. The recipe says it's supposed to be freshly grated, but we're not fancy around here. This is way easier, so we're just gonna test this out. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. We're gonna do half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna do a cup of this homegrown basil. This stuff is so strong, so good. We put this in part of our, we added homegrown basil to our pizza crust over the weekend, and oh my goodness, it was so good. Oopsies. All right, it did say a cup of loosely packed basil, so I'd say that's pretty loosely packed. All right, we're gonna pulse it another 20-30 times and then see what the consistency is like before we add in the olive oil. Now we're gonna slowly add in about a half cup of olive oil. Let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah. Smells really good too. Pizza! Homemade pesto. Thanks for hanging out with us here in our backyard today. If you want to see more of our journey, we're putting a video up in the corner of the screen we think you'll love. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.